Curiosity is a dangerous thing. It starts as a whisper in the back of your mind, an itch you just have to scratch. That's how I ended up at Hollow Mine, a place locals spoke about in hushed tones, a name that carried weight like a warning. They said the mine was cursed, that those who entered never truly left. The tunnels stretched deep into the earth, swallowing light and sound, a maze of darkness and forgotten history. I didn't believe in ghosts. I didn't believe in curses. But that night, I learned the truth. It was late October when I finally decided to see it for myself. The moon hung low, bathing the abandoned entrance in pale, ghostly light. The wooden beams framing the entrance were rotting, the old warning sign barely legible beneath years of decay. "Keep out, do not enter." I stepped forward. The moment my boots hit the damp earth inside, the air grew thick, heavy. It smelled of rusted metal and something older. Something wrong. My flashlight flickered as I moved deeper, the tunnels stretching endlessly ahead. Then I heard it. A whisper. At first I told myself it was the wind, air shifting through the tunnels. But as I took another step, it came again, clearer this time. "Turn back." I froze, my breath sharp in my chest. The whisper hadn't come from behind me. It had come from inside the mine. Swallowing my fear, I pressed on. The tunnel walls felt closer now, the darkness shifting in unnatural ways. Shadows pooled at my feet, creeping along the ground, moving when I wasn't looking. Then my flashlight flickered again and went out. Panic clawed at my throat. I smacked the light, trying to bring it back to life, but the tunnel was drowning in pitch black now. And in that silence, something moved. A scrape, a shuffle, a breath that wasn't mine. I fumbled for my phone, my fingers slick with sweat. The dim glow of the screen barely cut through the dark. That's when I saw it. A figure stood at the end of the tunnel, not quite human. Its form stretched, flickering like a dying flame. Its eyes, hollow voids, locked onto mine. My pulse thundered as it took a step forward, its limbs moving unnaturally, bending where they shouldn't. The whisper returned, but this time it was a chorus. "It's awake. It's hungry. You don't belong here." The figure lunged. I ran. My feet pounded against the damp ground, the tunnel warping around me. The air grew colder, thicker, as if the mine itself was closing in. The whispers turned to laughter, deep, guttural, inhuman. My flashlight sputtered back to life just as I reached a rusted ladder leading up. Without thinking, I grabbed it, climbing as fast as I could. The tunnel beneath me roared, the darkness surging upward, reaching for me. My hands burned as I pulled myself up, muscles screaming in protest. Just as I reached the surface, the laughter stopped. I collapsed onto the ground outside, gasping for breath. The mine entrance loomed behind me, silent once more. But as I turned to leave, a final whisper brushed against my ear. "Next time, we won't let you go." I never went back, and I never will.